So this one's a little bit more of an in-depth quest dungeon, so it's a little bit longer than the last one. And there is actually a minor puzzle in here as well to do with some levers. But so there's 4 levers, and I think you have to do them in some sort of order. Maybe if we turn them all facing inwards.
Okay.
We'll see what we can.
Follow your lead.
I haven't actually done this because actually my subscribers
shot.
pointed out that I missed this last time. I think we did it. I think we did it.
All right. Yeah, congratulations.
There is a chest down there, but I'm taking damage. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Alright, I'm searching the treasure chest. Quickly, no! Alright, that's not happening. I'm dying instead. Sounds like your mic's cut out, is it?
Yeah, but I had to mute myself to go cough up my lung.
Nah, there you go. So we'll continue progressing through here. But yeah, there's the other classes of the game, Tricks Heroic, which I've already talked about, and the Control Wizard, based on the Wizard class, which is very much crowd control and ranged AoE damage, which seems actually very powerful.
So you seem to be pretty low on health. Are there good ways to heal yourself, or?
You can use potions, so 3 and 4 down to potions, but I think I can probably heal myself back up just using my abilities here.
Okay.
So I might use, like if I use my ultimate, it'll deal damage and heal me as well, I believe. Maybe? No, she didn't heal me. What a jerk. So I think that was the quest for this particular section.
So, is that, because I've noticed, like, your health kind of steadily drops as you go through a dungeon, then you'll find one of the little blue campfires and brings you back up to full. Is that kind of how it goes, where you're not necessarily going from, you're not trying to manage like a full health bar all the time? It's
yeah, there's the campfires for like break periods, but you've also got your health potions, and if you do have a cleric, you know, with some good healing set up in your class, then they can help with all the healing and that sort of thing.
Okay. Well, I guess my question was, like, later on, you still kind of go from fight to fight with full health, or is it your health steadily drops and it's not so, you know, because in WoW you start every encounter with pretty much full everything, right?
Yeah, I'd say in most instances you're going to start with pretty much full health.
Okay.
Especially if you do have a cleric in your build, and everyone will be, you know, your potions are only on short cooldowns, and you'll usually have like a massive stack of them, so you can chug those in between fights pretty easily to heal back up.
Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know if that was a mechanic.
So there's no, that would be an interesting, you know, sort of gameplay style if there was like this war of attrition thing going on between you and the enemies.
Yeah,
we had to manage your resources a bit more interesting. Yeah, if there was ever a survival-based MMO, I would play that.
Ooh.
Like, you know,
yeah.
manage your health over a longer period, and it was more significant. Losing health was more significant.
Right.
But I haven't seen any good ones like that yet.
No, just War Z that tries to steal all your money.
Yeah, that's game doesn't seem to be quite well.
Now we're gonna get sued. Sorry.
We'll get our YouTube accounts banned by War Z developers. And we got our boss for this dungeon, Flea Bottom. It's got some attractive teeth. I think I've actually leveled as well. So. Alright, I'll let you unleash on those guys, and I'll do the healings.
I like how it moves my camera out automatically so I can see more of what I'm doing.
So obviously the red marks on the ground, pretty much if you played any other modern MMO, they're all like, you know, don't stand in the red stuff.
Right, don't stand in the fire. So, it amazes me how many people can't grasp that concept, even after like MMO. 7 years of WoW, you know?
On one level that frustrates me, but I think it's just, it's an MMO staple now, because I'm like, you know, instead I feel like you should have to, you know the range of these things based on what they look like and stuff like that, but as I said, kind of just an MMO staple now.
Right, it's that symptom of trying to cater to all the dumb people. God, because I remember Ultima Online, like, didn't matter where you were in a dungeon, someone could kill you, take all your stuff. And that was just part of the game. Could you imagine?
Pretty cool, I like it. I think there'll be more games like that made in the future though. But Neverwinter in and of itself is a fun game. I've been enjoying playing it over 2 weeks and enjoying the combat actually much more than I enjoyed Guild Wars 2 combat. And I quite liked Guild Wars 2 as well. So,
you know, I'm with you there. I wish Guild Wars 2 had this action feel. It still felt, what's the word for it? Kind of floaty, because you can just walk through everything and you're running around and casting. Yeah. Didn't feel too
and that was
solid.
what the developers of this game wanted to avoid with that routing system. Some people who are used to that floaty MMO style will actually dislike the planted sort of combat of this game, but I think other people will really like it. So that's something you really just have to kind of try out to determine whether you actually like it or not. And I like this. It allows you to, your character actually plant their feet. There's more impact in the combat. It just feels more visceral.
Right, because it really does. You can't just start spamming all your skills and run and keep up with somebody. You have to kind of choose when you want to commit to an attack.
Yeah, that's it. And just be much more strategic about it overall. And it allows your character to look like they're part of the world a bit more.
How about, what's the PvP been like?
I've actually, despite like the balance issues in the later game PvP is actually really fun to level with, and I've played a fair bit of it. I leveled pretty much all the way from 20 to 30 using purely PvP. So that can be done. It's like, you play 3 or 4 games and you gain a level, and you get your glory points, which you can use to unlock your Uber gears later on. And it's pretty fun. It's there's basically just 2 maps, and they're like domination, so control 3 points. Pretty basic. I'm sure they'll add to it in the future, but satisfying enough. The Trickster Rogue and the Control Wizard seem to be the most powerful in PvP, but the different classes seem to have their different roles. Like, it's almost impossible to take a good Great Weapon Fighter off a location, just by yourself. You need like 2 or 3 people to take them down.
Nice. So yeah, I could see that. This style of combat, it would feel a lot more like playing a deathmatch FPS game.
Yeah, and you have to very much time your attacks and be much more strategic with when you use your abilities. It's very easy. Like, your biggest hitting abilities are actually very difficult to hit with in PvP, which is a good thing, I think. You need to either stun or root your opponent, or just time very well and position very well, like predict their movements and things like that. I got a ring.
Let me just show you guys. So this is my right click. See, it charges up. Does a lot of damage, but it takes a long time to charge up, and I can't really move too much when it's charging up.
Yeah. There's an ability for the Trickster Rogue called Jeweler's Flurry, where you hold right click and the first 2 attacks are really slow. They take like 4 seconds to get off, but as soon as that 3rd attack connects, you rapidly strike and deal a lot of damage. You can like easily almost completely take someone out just with that one use of that, and it's an at will as well, but just incredibly hard to actually lock on and hit with. So, as I said, you need to stun and root opponents or very well time the actual attack. So there's pretty good skill cap on the game, I think. The only problem is the end game gear and the fact that the runes will play such a big role in the balance of the game.
I see. So that's whenever you get into the in-game PvP, like, the gear really makes people real dominant.
Yeah, like if everyone just has dungeon gear, then it's not too bad. But as soon as you get that one guy who's sunk $140 into the rune upgrading process and has like all of the highest tier runes, epic runes or whatever in their gear, then they're going to be impossible to take down, one-on-one situation.
Oh god, so it's going to be like that rank 14 warlord in your battleground, just dominating, which that could be fun if you're that guy.
Yeah.
I kind of miss that about Guild Wars 2, because one of the reasons I was decently good at WoW PvP was because I spent an inordinate amount of time farming up gear, so then I had a pretty nice advantage, and that was fun.
Yeah, I think some people really like gear-based PvP, and I think in an MMO that's actually probably a good game for a gear-based PvP sort of thing. But the rune system, with it being a 1% chance to combine each tier of runes, it's just like, you could combine 100 runes, spend like, hundreds of hours farming them up and then combining them, and still have no success, and just not be able to get it, whereas a person who can put $100 or something into the game can easily get the best runes. So there's definitely a bit of a power imbalance there, and I think that's the biggest concern for the the game. And it also does make me wonder about what they might add in the future for people that are willing to put a lot of money into it to get an advantage over other players.
1%, that seems like it might as well not even exist. Might as well just sell the epic gems to, you know, whatever
people who are paying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a slap in the face. Yeah.
Yeah, and 1% is essentially 0%. Like,
yeah.
You could combine 1,000 and still never get
You're
that.
You're 1% away from 0.
But when you do finally get that successful combine, it'll feel good.
Congratulations. You should have just worked your job for an extra 20 minutes.
Yeah, I probably would. If I was really invested in the game, that would probably be my option. But then, as I said, everything technically can still be bought through. Like, you can still grind up your Astral Diamond currency, you know, work the auction house, make a lot of that, and then buy through that system the same things that will allow you to combine runes at 100% success rate. So, can all still technically be done. It will just take a long time.
Sure. And I mean, this game is fun. Like, I'm having a good time.
Yeah. If you're having a blast with it and you don't mind sinking a couple hundred hours into it, then that's not really a problem, is there?
Right.
So I like how, you know, casually we've just progressed through all of these quests and didn't really even have to stop discussion at all through this. actually don't mind that, because I have plenty of other games I can go to where I need to super focus.
I'm gonna need that because apparently I can use it.
I'm gonna roll greed. That means you'll get it. And we just unlocked a new bag.
Alright.
So as I mentioned, the bag system, you get 2 bags through questing, which can increase your space in your inventory, but after that you need to actually buy them through the Astral Diamond / microtransaction system.
Okay. Huh. I guess that's not too terrible. So we've covered. So in game, are there any raids right now, or is it 5-man dungeons?
Yeah, there's the 5-man dungeon. That's the main end game at the moment. Besides PvP, people seem to either be really getting into PvP or doing the, you know, the tier 1, tier 2 epic dungeons. But other than that, they do plan on adding, like, you know, the guild versus guild sort of PvE / PvP content. Like, you know, I guess kind of like what World vs World is in Guild Wars 2. That sort of style of content into the game. So that's something they're adding, you know. And they do have the beta tag, I suppose. That is one good justification for the beta tag, that there's currently not all of the in-game content in it yet.
Sure, and I think it's funny how pretty much now open beta equals release for any game.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, maybe in 10 years, alpha is going to be the new beta, and then pre-alpha is going to be, you know...
Yeah, if you remember back, Path of Exile is still in beta, man.
yeah, that's right. It is the full... What is this purple thing?
It's pretty arbitrary now. I don't know what that is. Scrying stone. It allows you to look. It's like the viewpoints in Guild Wars 2, except there's no actual.
It looks a lot worse.
Incentive for it. I think this game looks alright.
No, I mean, I think games are all about content. All about content and gameplay, and this is really solid gameplay right now.
Yeah, the combat is really satisfying, I think. Even at low levels like this, and I think it gets even better as you level up.
Here researching the Black Lake sludge to see if it has any useful...
Alright, vendor all this junk. Is there a quick way to sell? Okay.
No, you just double click it, I believe. Just telling us about our potions. So I think that, I think that's most of the things I can think to cover about the game, at least at this point. No, it's certainly well worth a try for the price. The price is right, as Australians would say.
That's right. I'm still jealous of your accent.
Setting the crates on fire. Brutal.
Yeah. So I will... If you guys want to see more of this, Ziggy actually has like high-level content on his channel and pretty interesting gameplay. That's why I wanted to play, because I saw some of his videos. I was like, that looks interesting. I haven't played a game in a long time, so we'll go make one.
Yeah, thanks, man. I've got some like more in-depth discussions of the different things like the microtransaction system and, you know, the different elements of the gameplay, and also the occasional guide and things like that. And I'll probably continue to make them as I keep playing the game, since I'm still enjoying it. So feel free to go check that out.
Good deal. Well, thanks for coming on and doing this. Now I'm getting distracted playing with killing these dudes, but the combat system is definitely a lot of fun. It feels different. And then, God, you just almost killed yourself.
I'm okay.
Yeah. I'd say I think I'll try to level up a little bit, maybe over this weekend, and try to do some PvP, because that seems like it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you can pretty much jump in at any point, so...
Yeah, although I think I'm going to make a control wizard, because it seems like I always pick the class that is the most underpowered. Do you remember how bad monks were at the beginning of D3?
Yeah, they were pretty average for a long time there.
Yeah.
Before they ended up getting very powerful.
Yeah. It's like, always happens, but... How long, is it level 19 when you first start doing PvP?
You can actually start doing it at any point, so if you... I'll run you through it for people. If you press K on your keyboard, there'll be this queue system. Since we're currently in a party, so we can't see very much. We can only see a skirmish at the moment. But when you're not in a two-person party like this, there'll be available PvP queues and all that sort of stuff, and you just press join and you'll go into a queue, and you can just continue your normal questing. So you can quest while you're waiting, and then a thing will come up, and you can press shift 1 to join, and it'll jump you in the PvP game. And it's level bracketed, so I think like if you played now, it'll probably level you up to like level 9, and then you can just play the game, play the PvP. Whereas if you're like level 11, it'll level you up to level 19. So there's like you're playing with people with at least in a reasonable distance of your gear level.
Sure. Huh. Cool. I'll try that. Well, thanks again for coming on, Ziggy. And again, you guys go check out his channel. Is it just /ZiggyD TV? Or
ZiggyD StarCraft is my main channel, actually.
That's right. That's right. You stuck yourself with that StarCraft one.
Yep. But I'm sure there'll be a link in the description.
Sure. Yeah. I will definitely do that. And you guys check him out. Thanks for coming on. Be sure to like and comment if you like this kind of stuff. I'm sure I can convince you to come do this some more, and we'll just play random games and talk about games. And yeah, good deal. All right, take care, everybody.
See you later.